Numbers 20. My God, Moses. His disobedience finally caught up with him and caused him to forfeit his opportunity to lead the children of Israel into the promised land. It also caused his brother Aaron to lose his life. In this chapter, it's a tough chapter for Moses. He actually loses his brother and his sister. After losing his sister Miriam, the Bible says that the children of Israel began to be angry with Moses again about not having water. Moses and Aaron did what they always do. They went straight to the tabernacle, dropped down to their faces, and they began to pray to God. God tells them to gather all the people together, get all of the people of Israel to the rock, speak to the rock, and the rock will give the people water. Moses gathers all the people. He gets them to the rock. But right away, you can see that Moses was in a different place. As he began to speak to the people, he said, "You rebels, shall we fetch you water from this rock?" And then he strikes the rock 2 times and water comes out. Now, the whole nation of Israel, they got water for themselves and for the animals, but God was not pleased with Moses. God says to Moses, "Because you have not believed in me and sanctified me before the children of Israel, you will not take these people into the promised land. And your brother Aaron will be gathered unto his people." Basically, that meant that Aaron was going to die. I just want to share with you a couple things about this story. One is that leadership tends to take on the personality of the leader. Whenever I'm coaching a team, I try not to complain too much about the referees. I'm aware that my team can see it, and I don't want my team to begin complaining about the referees. I understand that if I start getting upset, it may make my team get upset. I know that if I get too emotional, my team may get too emotional. If my team can sense that I'm nervous and that I'm panicking, then they may begin to rush or panic too, because teams tend to take on the personality of their leaders. So leaders must know how to set themselves apart. You have to handle yourself different. You got to keep your eyes and your mind on the goal. Stay focused on the promised land. That's your job. If you run a business and you have employees, you can't respond to situations in the way that your employees might respond to situations. You have to set yourself apart. If you the boss and you begin to panic during busy times, there's a really good chance that your staff is going to also panic during busy times, because that's what you're modeling. That's what you're inadvertently teaching them. Therefore, it's important that leaders set themselves apart. And setting yourself apart is modeling the correct demeanor and behavior. You must show your team how to respond. If this is true in earthly things such as coaching and businesses, how much more is it true for those of the house of God? We are leaders who represent God. So there was many occasions where Moses came to the people with a message, instructions, and a plan from God. So now as he's speaking to the people and being angry with them and calling them rebels, he's portraying that this is how God is feeling about the people or towards the people, when God actually never told him to do any of that and didn't tell him to act like that. So what does that mean for you and I? We are all leaders in some form or fashion. We're parents, we're mothers, we're fathers, we're old heads. We're people who other people look to and look up to. People are watching us, even though we may not even know about it. And so it's important for us as parents, role models, and leaders that we model the correct behavior, because someone is always watching. And for those of us who believe in God, we must understand that we are representing God. So we must set ourselves apart. We don't have to respond to people the same way they talk to us. Just because somebody is upset with you, that don't mean you have to be upset with them. And if you are angry, be angry and sin not. So let's make a declaration today that we declare that we will set ourselves apart in the sense that we will respond in a godly manner. We will not respond with anger. We will not respond with hostility. We will not respond with violence. We will speak to the rock and don't strike it.